nothing new and un-American about special operations. Operations that are conducted by individuals with a certain objective in mind, where the role of the U.S. government or the role of an entity is not known. Specialized training, specialized missions.
And how is that different from what we used to do? We had an army, we had people who, the Navy would be ready for certain kinds of operations, or the Air Force. What is the fundamental difference in how a war is conducted with a special?
In World War II, just to draw the contrast, the Navy would deploy forces in the Pacific. There's a new TV program now out on the war in the Pacific. The Marines would get in the landing craft would storm the beach, the ramp would go down, and they'd all run out. Open, uniformed, flags flying, bugles blowing, no question about who it was. In a special operation, let's say against an enemy force on an island in Pacific, you might have your special operations folks swim in clandestinely, infiltrate a command bunker complex, place explosives, withdraw a safe distance, and blow up the command structure of that particular force. Dealing with a terrorist target, clandestine forces or special operations forces are, in many instances, in my view, a better choice. They're less expensive. They don't commit the active component of the U.S. military. They can be done with sub rosa of a family that worked for a family newspaper. To me, the
Which
bill
newspaper was that?
Out in Oregon, Medford Mail Tribune, a Pulitzer Prize-winning newspaper, by the way. Granddad won the gold medal. The Bill of Rights is sacred. The Constitution is sacred, and I have sworn an oath to uphold the Constitution and the Bill of Rights on numerous occasions throughout my life. But there's nothing in the Bill of Rights that says that the government, our government, should be incompetent. There's nothing that says in here that it's the right of the people to maintain an incompetent government that can't protect them. The prisoners were on loan to us. If the South Vietnamese military captures somebody, they're under the control of the South Vietnamese military. If they're under the control of the military in a province of South Vietnam where the police have an interest in that particular prisoner, the police can make a request that the prisoner come under police custody and go into the province interrogation center. 1773 in Boston, there was the Boston Tea Party. It was organized by the Sons of Liberty. The Sons of Liberty were Sam Adams' group. But on the day the Tea Party took place, Sam Adams made it a point to be in a public place drinking whatever he was drinking, being observed by the British that he was in a public place and therefore could have nothing to do with the Boston Tea Party. The people in the Boston Tea Party were disguised as Indians and Africans, according to the report, throwing the tea overboard. That was a special operation. It had a particular point in mind, and to this day, the identities of the people that were on the boats throwing the tea overboard are unknown. And yet that was a special operation.